So you are I called you on the phone to talk to you. How are you? Alvarado. Yes. This is Kevin. Right. That's right. That's right. Kevin,
Hi there, Dwayne.
She's collecting money.
Did you already pay? Did you pay, Elena?
No. It's for the videos. It's what? Take some pictures of it.
Right next to her?
Yes.
That's Cindy. This is Wendy.
Oh, no.
This is Annamelia's girl.
So this is her family here, huh?
Yeah. That's Uncle Danny. Is that Uncle Danny? Okay.
Has Ronnie showed up yet?
He's coming with Dad.
Okay.
It's Debbie. She's really not related to my sister.
Aria. You probably don't remember me. Noreen. Elsie's daughter.
Aria, that's el hija.
Yeah, look at that.
Who's this family?
Huh?
Noreen.
This is Uncle Gene and Amelia.
I'm Noreen.
No, see? Oh,
Wendy, Cindy, and Gene
I
Richard.
came up to him, Danny, and I said, hi, Grandpa.
well, you know what he thought he was talking to? His granddaughter.
There's my grandpa. Is this grandma? This one here? Diane, is that grandma?
Grandpa,
That's my grandma.
This is Diane.
No. This is Aunt Amelia.
Oh,
This is Aunt Celia.
I know.
You know that I never forget. She was taking care of.
Uh-oh, picture fell down.
Okay, Mom probably put that up, and the sticky stuff is probably not. Here, wait, hold on.
So the mother, Elsie, it was living close to us, but there was a lot in between. And there was a basement in the lot. It was being trying to cover up the basement.
Who's this?
And then so I walked
Dan.
across there. And
He
I
was a little
kinda
whippersnapper.
Wow, doesn't Andy look like him?
And here
Andy looks like him.
and I held her on my arms, and she didn't fall on the ground. But my knees, it was a scratch.
Uncle Danny, do you still want me to go out there and put the screamers?
I went across, and
if you have a chance, would you do me a favor? Come here.
never forget that.
Would you call up Christy Bandit and say, if
we
Sam
stopped by your house, we
Bandit
saw your
doesn't show up and
party.
put his banners up,
Oh,
what do I got?
Hon, did you put any of our pictures on here?
I know, because the last time I was here, it wasn't like that in the front yard.
And no, it's been 2 years that I've been working.
Beautiful.
And now, this summer, I've been corn, green beans, and did you see it on that?
Yeah, beautiful. We didn't get the tour, though, like you gave to Ron and them yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
They said you took them.
But it's true. I'm sorry, they killed me.
How you doing?
Fine, how you doing?
Let me see if I can back this up a little bit.
Talking
There
to my
we
little
go.
cousin over here.
He's gonna run off. He didn't want to be cambered.
How
That's
about this one
Richie.
over here? This is his son.
We're talking
him.
about martial arts.
Where's the restrooms in here?
Are you getting it with it on the video game?
Patience. Sit there and watch TV while you do it.
My goodness, you must have at least.
Turn around, let's see it.
Turn around, what's here? Oh my goodness. Just
How long is your hair when it's not braided? My goodness, have you ever cut it?
16.
Hi.
It feels like a little snake.
So I heard you had some complications with this.
Yeah, she popped one of her lungs. Oh yeah.
She's out of danger there.
Yeah.
How is it staying together? Oh, they just stay. Yeah. They're wet.
Oh, is that what it is?
The conditioner you put on top of it. You sit and do all this.
My goodness.
That's why I'm late. Oh, Christy. How long did it take you?
Yeah, that and prescriptions. No, nothing.
Why? See the case. You gonna open it now?
Sam, put it on line. Open line. The line up this concrete line. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm too low to find out, so I'm gonna go with this. Okay. I think. So look, Dwayne.
Let's get through here.
Okay, now I gotta go outside.
Vera. This is Carl's little boy.
My boy,
What's his name?
Gabriel.
Gabriel. This is his dad. Cindy. Cindy. Okay, Pablo. Hey, Dad. Christy. Smile, Aunt Lucy. Aunt Lucy.
Yes. Oh.
You smile at me. Hi.
Hello, Lana.
Hi, Jerry.
How are you?
Let's get this family here.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this one. How cute.
Bring your fan with you?
Well, she's gonna
Marcella, smile.
That's right, she was.
Yep. Look how big she is.
How old are you, Marcel?
Well. Christopher, come with mommy.
I just stopped to drink some milk because that medicine was on empty.
Don't hit me in the belly.
What you do? Paint your toes and then wipe them off?
You know, her fingernails. How are ya? Say cheese. Okay, we fix all the food here.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
There. Get down. We don't want you to hurt yourself. Sir, what are you doing? Uncle Albert.
Yeah.
We should do it more. Yeah, really. That's what my family might have said. It's foolish. You got all these
Your wife's got beautiful hair, Sam.
I've seen her.
Hey, Artie. Hey. Are you gonna say hi or what?
Where do you get that
We're out.
There's Vera. Feed her baby.
And then watch it in the camera.
You.
We got this one
What?
I bet it wasn't water on there.
Aunt Celia.
Cookie.
Aunt Celia, you're supposed to wait.
Yeah, you don't win. That's good.
You're not supposed to eat now.
I'm not eating.
Oh, okay.
I'm replenishing the supply.
Okay. Hey, Uncle Michael. How's that handsome man? I said, how's that handsome man?
Real fine.
B. Aunt B. How are you? Who is that right there? She's a friend.
Mountain climbing buddy of mine. Don't be doing that.
Hey, Ron.
Kids can go swimming now, huh?
What?
The kids can go swimming. I mean, roller skating.
Show me how many fingers. All right. What's your name?
Tell your name.
Victoria.
Victoria. She's named after Vicky. She's
Yeah.
making a movie of you, Tori. Hold still.
Hi.
Nathan's over there.
Wow, Nathan's big.
I remember you when you were just a baby.
Me.
Mom, look here, I got a nickel, and you could get.
Please don't wake him up.
For a very exciting day, a very special day. A few months ago, I believe it was Bruce Martinez. Can you get that? Here. A few months ago, I believe it was Bruce Martinez and Carmen Hernandez, my niece Carmen and my nephew Bruce, that were sitting together one day when they're all together, and they... Can you hear me still?
Yeah, that sounds better.
They had thought that it would be really special if we would have something for my father. Now, my father, if none of you know him, he's sitting back there near the tree. If we could have him just to stand quickly. That's Salvador Alvarado. But we have come together to give him honor. Those two got together and they thought it would really be special if we would do something for Grandpa. Just have a day where everybody can get together and just celebrate, not his birthday, but just who he is and what he's done and his heritage. And if you see here today, we've got a great heritage here. We really do. So my niece Carmen called me from Colorado, and she got the ball rolling, and she planted the seed. And she says, Uncle Danny, wouldn't it be nice if we did something special for Grandpa? I said, well, what do you have in mind? She says, well, they were talking, and they thought it would be nice if we would have one special day to honor Salvador Alvarado. Tomorrow's not promised to us. And the older we get, it seems like the less it's promised to us. And it'll be one time where we can all get together and say, Papa, or Grandpa, or cousin, or grandfather, we really do appreciate you. And we want to give you honor today. But we want to begin with, and we will continue on throughout this day giving honor to my father, your grandfather, your cousin, whatever. All right? Many apply to him today. We have great-grandchildren here, grandchildren here, children here. But I want to just cover a few things that are happening today so you'll be aware of all the activities. Beginning with now, it was a time where you were able to just socialize, greet people that you haven't seen for years, greet people that you haven't ever met. And we're doing just that today. Then we're going to have dinner, and during dinner, we're going to have some entertainment. And I won't announce who's entertaining or what they're going to entertain you with. I'll just let them do that as you get into your dinner. In this room here, this back room, the second right, you go on down straight, we have a wall that is covered with photographs. What we did was we asked all of you to send photographs in, right? And some of them were selected for the portfolio. And then you sent so many, many of them could not be included in the portfolio, but they're valuable. They're precious photos. And I'm sure you're going to want a copy of some of them. If you do, we've made it available to you. We have put them on the wall and we've numbered them. And below that, on a table, we have left a sheet of paper. And Diane Lusher, where is she? Okay, Diane, would you stand, Diane?
She is standing.
Diane Lusher back here is the one that will be in charge of the money and the sign-ups. And the sign-ups, what I mean by that is you will look on the wall and let's say you see one there that you would like to have. You'll sign your name down and say, I would like to have one of number 1, 2 of number 30, 1 of 50. All right? Now, I've researched the cost, and it would be at cost to duplicate, because we have no negatives. Some of you do, but we don't here. To duplicate that, it would cost you $7.50 to get a copy of what you find on the wall. It's not going to be any better than what you see on the wall, so if there's any cracks in the pictures, don't expect them to be gone when you get the copy. There may be even a minimal amount of distortion. I'm not sure. All dependent on what they're going to use to photograph. Some of them aren't as good as the others. Then, in addition to that, we also are having this activity today covered by video. We have 2 cameras here, but one that I have requested is Dan Lusher in the back there, and he's going to cover the whole activity today. And we have a VCR connected in this back room here and a screen. And at 4 o'clock, when we get together and have the cake in honor of Papa, we're going to have that film in the VCR, and it's going to be available for your view. And you can view it, and if you say, hey, you did a great job, I want a copy of that. That copy will cost you $16. No, excuse me, $15. And I've called the local video stop or video store in Turlock, and that's what it would cost for the video cassette and for them to copy it for us. It would be the $15 plus shipping. We will send it to you. But all these things that I'm discussing with you have to be in advance, be paid in advance. It'll be very difficult for me to communicate back and forth with you. But if you want them, you pay it in advance, and then as soon as we get the copies made, we'll either UPS them or send them in an envelope, all depending on what it is. Now, the last thing that you are all aware of, and the gentleman that's handling this has his own business. It's called Elia Graphics. There aren't many better than him. He's very good. He also so happens to be a very close friend of mine and many of yours out there, Scott. He did a mock-up because he worked on it day and night, and he could not have it completed by today. We all wanted them printed and ready for you. Somebody help me with that. All right, this is a mock-up. This here, a copy of this will be available to you for $18. And I want you to be aware of the $18 and how it comes about. I'm having 75 copies printed. When you divide 75 copies into $1,230, you come up with a figure of approximately $17 a copy. If the sign-ups today don't total 75 copies, then the copies that are ordered, I'm going to divide that into $1,230, and that's what the copies will run. Okay, now let me tell you the value of this. we have in the beginning the history. And you're going to have the opportunity to look through it later on. But a biography. This is your life, Salvador Alvarado. It has been put together professionally. There's photos here that are very valuable to you. Here's one right here of Salvador. And he has all these mean hombres standing around with bullets across their chest. And they look pretty mean. They just came back from the Mexican War. And this little boy, he's laying in the coffin. And he ran around. He was so excited because his father had just come back from the war. And he killed over and died. And he's laying there in the coffin. And here's my father right at the bottom. And you'll see him there. And some of those that had just come back from the war, they're in the background. My sister, Celia Atwood, with the help of Carmen Hernandez, with the history, compiled this biography. And again, just like Scott, she worked on this day and night to put it together. I don't dare reach for one of those papers, but later on I will tell you, I have a list of names of those that have helped put this together. One is Christy Banda, my niece. She helped coordinate. My sister Celia Atwood, she worked with the history and helped coordinate. My niece Carmen Hernandez, she came up with the idea, and she is the one that sent you all those nice invitations and all those surveys and those flyers announcing this exciting activity today. She's the one that put all that together. Clear from Colorado, she did that. Isn't that great? In here, you get to see my dad sitting on the moon. You can't see many men sitting on the moon, but you can see Salvador Alvarado sitting on the moon. So, as you go into the portfolio, then you get into each individual family. First of all, you'll see his family pictures, and you'll see your grandmother, Juanita Alvarado. And then you'll go into the family tree. And then we have each individual family. Let's use Michael Alvarado as an example. We have Michael Alvarado, and then beneath him, you have the family. You have Elsie Alvarado, you have Ronnie, Irene. You even have a photograph, not in person, but in picture of Mikey Wayne. And then you have their wives, and then you have their children. And it's all in this book. Now, you may think that you just want to purchase one of these. Because you think, well, I'll purchase one, and I'll take it home with me and always have it. Well, if you have children, that's not going to apply. Unless you plan to tear it into pieces and share it. And I know you're not going to want to part with it in the beginning. Then you're going to want to get a copy not only for yourself, but also for your children. And that's why I was having 75 printed. Like myself, I'm having one for my wife and I, and then I'm going to have 3 printed for my children. They're going to get older, and they're going to want to put their children, pictures, their family in there also. Okay? Can you understand the importance of purchasing more than one? Do you understand where I'm coming from? How many of you agree with me that you should purchase more than one? I want to see some hands. All right, good. Good. You didn't have to raise your hand back there. She thought she just wanted to agree. She just came with Noreen, but that's fine. I like that agreeable spirit there. That's good. That's good. All right. After we get into part way through this dinner and we're going to have the entertainment, we're going to go ahead and open up the miniature golf. We're going to open up the skating rink, and the children can go ahead and have a grand old time. And after the dinner, now these games don't apply to the adults until the dinner is completed. And the reason being is because, number one, the first reason we're here is to honor Salvador Alvarado. During dinner, we're going to give him that honor. I don't want any adults to go and play any of the games until the honor is over. The children can have a good time. They're not going to be interested in what we have to say, but I'm sure you will. Isn't that right? You'll all be interested in hearing what all the families have to say about Salvador Alvarado. Then, later on in the day, we've had Raja and his wife Beulah Vijindla come. They're also dear friends of ours, and he's also a very good photographer. And what we have available for you today is he is prepared when the sun gets in a different angle, it'll be about 3 and 4 o'clock, is he's ready to take your family picture across the street with some good surroundings, the park, and those photographs will be $7.50 if you want one. If you don't bother to have him take your photograph, please. Then, when he's completed taking all the family shots, then he's going to take us all. I hope he brought a wide-angle lens, because he's going to need one. But he's prepared to take us all, and those will be available to you also. We're going to end the day at 4 o'clock. Again, we're going to regather, and that's when we're going to have the cake. We're going to dismiss between 5 and 5:30. At that time, all the families will go back to where they came or where they wish to go, wherever you choose to go, and freshen up, and then we're going to meet back at the college at 8 o'clock. It's in the program. We're going to meet in front of the gym, and if you don't know how to get there, follow someone that does. And I've got a whole bunch of watermelons, and we're going to have watermelon, and then we're going to end the evening off with the sun down and watching the fireworks go off. Now, doesn't that sound like an exciting day? All right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to have M. Atwood open with prayer over the food. If he would, please come and have prayer over the food. We'll go ahead and start. We'll start just a buffet style. Just get your plates and go ahead and serve yourself and have a seat and enjoy your dinner.
Why don't we just stand together just a minute? We're honoring Salvador, but we're also honoring the Lord of Salvador. If we just bow our heads for prayer. Father, we're grateful today, Jesus, for your hand in our lives, overshadowing this family, Salvador and all of the children, all of the grandchildren, friends, relatives. God, we ask your blessing on this food and most of all on the fellowship, that you would be honored today. We ask it in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. Amen.
Is this? Yeah. How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Pretty good.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
You don't come down here too much.
Yeah, no.
69.
Yeah, we try to make it up.
Because Brandon and Cindy, I think, were going to come out tomorrow.
Are they? Okay. Oh, really? Come up with them. I got it.
I was giving to you, like, spotted you across the way there.
Did you guys find everything okay?
Push your bell.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Dwayne. It was
Come
like,
here.
hold that.
How you doing,
Hey,
Richard?
Rich. Oh, fine, Dwayne. How are you? It's good to see you again.
Good to see you,
Especially with that camera.
I thought I'd camera you.
You can't trust the guy.
Boy, there sure is a lot of food here.
Okay, so he's a beginner working his way up. And you, Richie, come here for a moment. How long have you been involved in karate? 2.5 years. So a brown belt is right next to a black belt? Yes. So I don't want you to have any body contact with my nephew, Bruce.
Okay.
Ooh, I heard that.